Hey everybody, welcome back to Lonesome Acre Homestead. It's been a few weeks. It is the 1st of July now, and I can tell you I've not been on because I have both kids at home during the summer. I am a stay-at-home mom, and it has been wild and crazy here with both of these boys home for the summer. And recently it has been exceedingly hot. So we are out here first thing in the mornings trying to get all of our animal chores done, our garden work done, and then we are inside through the heat of the day. And then other than that, we'll come out here in the evenings as well and do some evening pickings and getting vegetables and fruit. But I felt like it's been a while, and I wanted to pop in and just kind of share the things that have been going on here on the homestead. To start some things off, some things that have changed recently is we have our rabbits in a colony, and until I can get some totes and things like that in there, just through a few garden buckets, an old hamper in there. They love going in there, and I do have some baby chicks in where the rabbits used to be in their hutch, and that has worked really well for those baby chicks. Our pigs that we had, they have gone to the processor. With it being the week of July 4th, we probably won't be getting them back for a few weeks, and I'm really excited to do that haul of meat and see what we got out of our two pigs, because I'm not sure how much they weighed, but we have gotten 2 new piglets, and we will be picking up a 3rd piglet as well. And we also have a Berkshire boar. We do intend on breeding our boar with one of the piglets. We'll keep one, whichever one's our favorite, as in has the best temperament. We'll keep her as a breeder pair to go with our boar, and we are going to try our hand at breeding our own pigs for meat. If we have a large litter, we'll probably sell a few, but we'll just kind of see what our family needs. My family here, and then my parents, in-laws, whoever is interested in becoming a part of this process, that wants to put in the work physically and financially with the pigs, that we'll go forward with that and just kind of see how that works. If it doesn't work out, we'll just get back into buying feeder pigs, and that's okay too. Our garden is doing pretty well. I can say here in the south it has been very hot, and we have had a significant lack of rain here. Luckily, I don't have a very large garden. I mean, for a backyard gardener, it's a decent size, but I'm not a farm, so I do have the ability to have my sprinkler out here, and I'm making sure that my garden is being watered first thing in the morning, and then some evenings I have been watering it for a bit, not as long as what I do in the mornings, because I get worried about the water sitting there and introducing mold and disease to my plants. But a few hours before the sun sets, right when it's kind of getting shaded over the garden, I will go ahead and water it for about 30 minutes. And I've been watering for about an hour in the mornings, just because it has been so hot and so dry here. We got our first bit of rain yesterday, and I think we got about an inch, and that's the most rain that we've had, any rain that we've really had in probably a month. It's been crazy. I've never seen things like this dry here in the summer, and we've actually stopped cutting grass, which is insane. Usually my husband has to cut the grass every week or every week and a half at the least, and we had to quit cutting the grass because at this point, or like, the goats are just taking care of the lawn, and if we were to cut the grass right now, it's what hasn't turned brown would turn brown, and a lot of our grass right now is so dry it's crunchy underneath our feet, like it is like dead in the fall. It's it's crazy. If I have experienced anything like it, it wasn't as memorable as what this year has been in the garden. But it has been quite interesting, and I am grateful, like I said, that I've been able to keep everything watered and maintained here in my garden. But if you've been aware, everybody isn't necessarily from the south that's watching this channel, but definitely pray for rain for our farmers. Anybody that's in agriculture right now is having a really hard time getting everything irrigated and making sure that their crops are doing well. There's going to be a significant increase in prices for fruits, vegetables, and there's so many things that rely on rain, and the summer it's more impactful than what people realize. What I can show you is we do have a few melons coming up through here, that seeds. Our black-eyed peas are doing really well. I've been trellising those. I do have some that are finally dry, so I can pick those. You definitely want to wait until they're dry to pick them. From what I've read, this is my first year with those. We have some beautiful peppers popping up that I need to go ahead and pick. And I have planted more green beans. These are going to have to be pulled. So this is my beautiful 4 rows of green beans. I have pulled some of these plants, and they are kind of past their prime at this point. Some are still trying to produce some green beans. These are bush beans, and if they're just, if they're not looking great, I'm just going to go ahead and pull them and direct sow more bean plants. Here we have our okra line. As you see, woo, that one is past its prime. The pigs will enjoy it. Okra is such a fickle food. If you don't get out there and pick it like every day, every other day, they're gonna get too big. Here we got some tomatoes. Some that are starting to turn. Some good looking zucchini through some of this. Some more beautiful tomatoes. And look at that pineapple. Isn't that cool? Let's see how it does. Some of these are looking sad. I just recently got done picking some of this. Cucumbers are being a little bit dramatic right now. We have harvested our potatoes. We harvested our potatoes last week as a family, and I didn't document it, but it was one of those moments. It was one of those moments where I was just kind of enjoying, family time, and we are doing that. Digging up potatoes as a family, and my husband and I have a food scale, but they weigh too much for us to weigh them on that, so we put them on like our bathroom scale in a box, and it was 15.4 pounds of potatoes, and I'm really excited about that just because I've never planted potatoes, and it was fun, and I think we'll end up planting some more. The beds that I had the potatoes in, I'm going to go ahead and plant some more green beans or black-eyed peas in there, whichever one I want to do, as well as some other things. Really starting to sweat out here. I've only been out here for like 20 minutes. But yeah, we're at that point in the season where the things like those bush beans have, given all they're going to give. And so it's time to just direct sow some more of those, so we can get some fresh life coming through here with those green beans. And then just, continuing that rotation of crops that are coming through. I just wanted to check in with you guys, let you guys know that everything's going great here. We've just been enjoying the summer with our kids, and even though it is peak gardening season, it is this peak family time for us since our kids are out of school for the summer, and it is the last summer before our youngest child goes to school. So we've been enjoying every moment that we can before we transition into a new phase of life, honestly. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Happy homesteading.